Good morning, sexy souls. How are you all doing? Welcome to Random Boo Boo. Oh, shit. I'll be pushing desks. Sorry about that. Where I'm weird and we all get a bit woo woo, okay, guys? So, well, I tell you what. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Let me turn my lamp on one more. Bring a little bit more light into this space. Okay. Alrighty. So, we're just going to do a general read today. I did get a little bit before coming on, but before I try to dive into that, let me just remind you, you are a sovereign being over your life, which means you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So please, whatever you do, don't Cinderella it to make it fit. Okay? All right, what I was getting before I got on, it was, and they use the term aspects. So it was like the aspects not yet spoken of or not yet spoken about. So aspects gives me like pieces of a whole, which means there are some aspects that were discussed or things that have come to the light or things that have you received, like there has been a relaying of communication, information, sharing something, but there's certain things that have yet to be spoken of or spoken about. And that's just what they kept saying, the aspects not yet spoken about. And I was like, okay. So this may be something where either intentionally not communicated or intentionally not addressed, or inadvertently not addressed. I'm not really sure. So we're just going to start pulling cards and kind of see where it takes us. Okay? All right, let's see here. Huh. All right, so we're starting with Moon Magic Oracle. It felt odd. I don't know why. I was like, oh, okay. And you may be like, it's almost, I get the energy of you continue just to move forward and move along. You may have tried to address something before and it was just kind of like never really discussed. It may be something that's swept under the rug. It may be people avoided something or spirit avoided it, or you never really got the answers you sought. And so you just kind of kept going along. So this may be, it feels like something that you might be surprised, is what I'm trying to say, that you get an answer to it now, or that now it's being discussed. You had no choice but to move forward with, even without the answers, is what I'm hearing. Like you didn't have really any other recourse but to keep moving forward even without. And again, I just feel like there's certain areas that were avoided, and not necessarily by you, just avoided. All right, let's, ooh, itch. All right, let's go. Moon goddess. Ooh. Taking the moonlight. Okay. And all right. Super moon. There's a lot of twos. My eyes, my brain, whatever, went right to that. Like 25, 20, 12, like 2. I don't know if 222 is something for somebody. Okay, so let's go ahead and briefly get the energy of each of these cards. Da, 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 da. That's the song from Willy Wonka. If you want a little paradise, there's really nothing to it. That's when they're in when they first walk into the candy room, like where everything's made of candy. If you want a little paradise. Okay, that's coming through. I don't know why. Ooh, this is, see? Moon Goddess talks about hidden and depth. Things that are hidden. Bitch. Okay. So this really talks about living in tune with yourself. Not to be afraid to follow your dreams because they lead you to your destiny. Being bold, taking steps, like taking a first step so that the path can then be revealed to you. And it's like talking about hidden aspects of you. Woohoo! And I said, I was like, aspects not yet spoken of or not yet spoken about. You have a hidden side that is waiting for the opportunity to reveal itself. Now is the time to bring out those hidden talents and gifts. Let the world see more of your light. So it's about revealing more of yourself. I'm just shy of saying discovering that. But just take the first step. You never know where it's going to lead. And that's the whole point. Okay. But it's, and the card really talks about like a hidden depth. Like places you haven't reached yet within the self. Okay. I did not anticipate this. Oh. This is talking about new encounters. It can venture into the realm of relationships, but this is the more casual encounter that then can grow into something. Not like this big epic booming something that arrives. That just takes you by surprise kind of thing. This is more of the initial stages and the care and the way in which that, this just feels like the budding of a flower. That's what it's feeling like. It talks about every serious relationship beginning with a first date. It's a charming card of getting to know new people, enjoying new experiences together, and seeing where it all leads. Again, seeing where something leads. It's like flirting with something. Allowing the newness to just blossom and take you somewhere without having the end goal expectation already written. Like, let it take you somewhere. And this card encourages you to say yes. Let your hair down, take a chance, talk to new people, flirt. Just say yes. This is the yes card. It's time to say yes to things. And this plays off of the Moon Goddess really well in the sense of just take that first step. Just say yes and let it just guide you where you're meant to go. That's the overall energy. And I think that along that path, things will develop. People will come into play. That's how you allow yourself to enjoy the process, the journey. And that's what it's encouraging you. And they want you to know this isn't about giving spirit a chance or say somebody else a chance. It's about giving yourself a chance. Letting yourself live. Supermoon, usually it talks about fate. So, Lord of mercy, victory and success. I think this is saying the path that you allow to unfold for you is going to be very successful. And that you're about to experience like a surge in your life that can only come from victory. Allow yourself to go down this path, and that is assured. There's a sense of fate and destiny to this card. So it is telling you that you're on the right path. Sometimes when we only can see our initial step, we will question, and we don't know whether or not something is the right path or not. And they're just telling you it is. You will be triumphant. All you have to do is, I feel like, let go and let live. Like, it's just like, with abandon, like, just do it. Just jump in. It's quintessential Fool card. It is, allow yourself to live. Take a leap of faith. Just do it. Just go for it. Start walking the journey, not knowing where it's going to lead, and enjoy all the little things that develop and unfold, and the connections, and and if you're worried, like if you're like, yeah, but I don't want to just live a life of that. First off, like, it's like, maybe somebody is feeling like, I'm not going to, like, if I say yes to that, then I'm saying I don't care if I have a deep soulful connection with a person. Saying yes to this does not eliminate having a deep soulful connection. In fact, when you stop saying yes to life and stop saying yes to any forward movement or any new opportunity, and you remain stagnant, you are sequestering yourself to a prison of not making that connection. That's more of a prison sentence than saying yes and not having the Spirit going, guaranteeing, even though Spirit really is, because they're like, you're going to be triumphant. So the thing that you truly desire and want, and that would make you feel successful in that endeavor, is going to happen. But you don't need to carefully plan out each step to get there. So, creativity, release. Once again, things may hang in the balance, but this card represents the creative come down that is a natural consequence of a creative success. This card is the, what do you need to leave behind? Have you learned your lesson from any harsh lesson that life has delivered to you? Have you been able to move on from any type of loss, poverty, bereavement that you've experienced? Did you successfully learn how to release and let go? This request of Spirit for you to just say yes, for you to make the first move and then let the path unfold, is a testament to whether or not you did learn that lesson. Whether or not, and again, it's not so much that Spirit, I'm not one of those that's like, oh, everything's a lesson and you get tested all the time and all that kind of shit. Like, I don't subscribe to that. But there is much that can be learned from whatever experiences we have while in this existence. We can fight our own expansion. We can resist it, but it's still there if we want it. And that's what they're saying is like, have you really let go? Because the truest testament is if you're able to do what they're telling you to do, what they're suggesting. It is the quintessential, can you walk the talk now? You say you've healed, you say you've let go, then embody it and do it. Move as if that's really true. And I think that's what they're saying here. And know that some of your habits and patterns of behavior can be the contributing factor to negative outcomes. Just let go and have fucking fun. Go on the fucking journey. That's what it's telling you. Say yes. Quit holding back. Allow yourself, take the first step. See where it leads. It'll at least inform you on what you want your next step to be, even if you don't know the next 100 steps of the journey. And before you know it, you're going to feel like everything's a success. That is where your power lies. Surrender is power. Just a little FYI. That is where you have power. And I think that's the victory they're talking about. That surge that they said, of the surge you get, that you can only get from triumph or victory. It is, I feel like somebody will feel so fucking alive when they surrender to the journey. When they say yes. So let's pull some extra cards. The aspects we have yet to talk about. And I think that's what they're saying. Like the things that you're asking about are the you'll find outs. The unknowns. It's like you're trying to fill in the blank. Like you're looking at the path going, oh, but this, and it's like the answers to those would fill in the blanks. And then before you know it, all you're doing is marking off a checklist, which is exactly the energy that they're trying to get you out of. They're trying to put you in a place of living and not this mental, I finally done it if I do X, Y, and Z. That's the boxed in paradigm that you've been begging to be freed from. Time here turns to release and unfold. I can't see. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. The only way to relive and play in these old cords of pain is to refrain from taking that step, from allowing yourself. This is the quintessential state of allowance. Allowing yourself to be free from restraint, allowing yourself to receive, allowing adventure, allowing the surprise, allowing yourself to make a move, allowing yourself to not control, just allowing the situation to develop. And thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. And I think that that's that's why you're trying to do this whole little, like, every little step, answer this, answer that kind of thing. Is because you're trying to ensure that you get something back that you feel like you've lost. And it's a sense of, I feel like what you want back is this fervor for life. This excitement for the mundane. The pleasure of living. And I think that this place that you are currently, this state of energy, the conditions of your circumstance, whatever it is, your spirit, your true essence is now finally safe and sound. No matter what the circumstance, no matter what the environment externally, you yourself, your core, your authentic, how? There's a hummingbird. What? Oh, honey, you are really far away from... we got no flowers back there. Aww. I was like, what is wrong with this bird? Its wings were flapping. So, and I was like, and it dawned on me, there's a dang hummingbird in my backyard. That's probably significant for somebody. Or for everybody. I want to say that you have finally achieved a good space internally. And it is safe to let yourself live with all of it. Y'all, I'm gonna cry. Oh, there's just sometimes when fucking synchronicities really just seem to pull at my fucking heartstring. Hummingbird song. I shit you fucking not. Damn. Like, I need that sometimes. I'm like, holy shit. I literally just said I saw a fucking hummingbird. And I'm like, what? Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings. The hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. It's in the doing. There's a sweetness in the doing, in the allowing of the joy, and the allowing yourself to experience joy. There's a sweetness of life. And in the doing, you will receive all the medicine that you need. My phone over there just went buzzed, and so that's confirmation. In the doing, you'll receive all that you need. Anything that's left in the healing. It's like you have to recode yourself. The amount of healing that you've done right now can only do so much. You have to reprogram that which you unprogrammed. Otherwise, some other form of programming may be put in its spot, meaning that the experiences that we have within this existence become encoded within our DNA, within our, at a deep cellular level in our mitochondria. And our cells will continue to replicate that experience within if it is not overridden by some form of new programming and coding. And the only way to do that is to have the joyful experiences, is to allow yourself to indulge in the sweetness and the nectar of life. And so Spirit is saying, you will complete the healing process in the doing, in the state of allowance and taking the first step and going there. Change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So it's as if somehow, I want to say it's your body. It isn't your mind so much. It's not so much your spirit. It's not even really your emotions. It is your body that senses and feels and knows a change is coming. Change before. Change may be a scary thing, and it's a scary thing because it was encoded as such within your body, and so your body will have a visceral reaction to the oncoming energy of change and may try to pull at your mind, pull at your emotions, pull at your spirit. It may cry out for what's happening, what's going on, what are we doing? It may throw up red flags. It may throw out all kinds of energy that, and it may try to freeze. Your body can only operate from what it has known. That's what we call muscle memory, right? It's like, so something new has to be put in its place. You have to allow yourself to enjoy life in order for your body to believe that you can enjoy life, that things can be good. And there will be a level of discomfort with that because it's something that's unfamiliar at this time and is not the prevalent code that seems to be driving you at this time in life. Your mind is ready. Your emotions are ready. Your spirit is fucking ready. Your body is scared. But your body is also ready. It craves knowing something new and being able to operate from that energetic imprint. I think we're sticking with things yet discussed. I think a lot of your questions that you want answered aren't necessarily something that your mind is asking. Your mind is asking because it feels this cry from your body. And so your mind, pardon me, confirmation burp. Your mind is like, okay, I'll try to get the information for you. I'll try to clarify something. Your body is sending out an SOS to parts of you, and it doesn't match. If you feel like the energy, like, why does it feel like this? But like, I'm completely, utterly calm in my mental space. It's not my emotions, but like my body just, you know, like it's crying out to those other aspects of yourself. So that's what it is. Aspects that have yet to be talked about. I get it. Spirit has yet, you and Spirit have yet to talk about this aspect of yourself, your body, and how it can hold on to things long beyond any other aspect of yourself. Because it is a product of and solely beholden to this particular existence. The only way for it to change is to give it a new experience. Now, there have been times where people have stayed, and here's the thing. You have a completely new body, all new cells within a 7-year period. I think the liver turns over every 2 months or 6 months or something like that, or 2 years, one of them. And then, like, you know, like your hair, your skin, all that stuff, they have a cycle, right? And the time is different for each one. Your skin, 2 months. I think the skin is the 2 month. We're like, you know, and so, you know, some people say, give it 7 years and you're a completely new person. But if in that 7-year period, if you haven't allowed your body to receive new information, a new knowing, the old cells that died off transferred that information to your new cells. And the reason it's important to give yourself those new experiences, in addition to, you know, to give it like an example, it's been proven that there are certain experiences we can have in life that can turn off certain gene expressions and turn on other gene expressions. And right now they're currently doing research and trying to figure out, like, they believe there's a correlation between the autoimmune diseases and that you can actually shut down certain gene expressions. What does that entail? And what all, you know what I mean? And so you have to allow yourself time alone. Like, even when you have brand new cells, will not be sufficient enough to get rid of. This is why we always, like, people are like, oh, just give it time. Like, time will not ever get rid of it because we hold that memory. We hold it within our body. And it is something we will continue to experience so long as we are living in this fucking body. And so long as we have not given ourselves the chance to change the coding or DNA expression from which we live. So you have to allow, you've got to let yourself. And this is just real talk. This is Spirit saying, let's talk about something that we haven't talked about yet. We haven't really focused on this aspect. Had to work through the others first just to be able to get here. But now, take action with passion. Love flows through you and to you. This reminds me, there's a card in Divine Doors. I don't know if I told you about that. The Divine Doors that talks about love flows through you and to you, and it's about allowing yourself to live from the heart space. And as a reminder, that's how we experience everything. Your heart chakra, like when I tell you the programming from living over here is real, and like my brain's like, nope, this is the one that I feel like my brain learned one enunciation or pronunciation or whatever you want to call it of a fucking word, and I can tell you my brain's like, it's called this, and my mouth's like, you know, chakra. I get it. I'll get it, maybe. Anything etheric is experienced through the heart. Anything of this world, meaning your lower chakras, is experienced through the heart. When your heart is closed, you are not experiencing. Waters run stagnant within you. When your heart is closed in any respect, all systems, all energetic flow points, all chakras will be impacted because it creates a stagnancy between them. This is what makes us, how do I put the heart is what helps you to walk between two worlds. Think of the Star card, the Temperance card. We have to have an open heart. It is also the key, okay? Love is the state of allowance and acceptance, okay? It's more than that, but like that is a part of and the premise of. It is the connecting factor between the upper chakras and the lower chakras. It is the bridge between the etheric, the upper chakras, and this existence, the lower chakras. It is where as above, so below, as below, so above. I can throw out a million colloquial sayings, but it is the bridge. It is how we straddle both worlds. It is how we create etherically in the field of possibilities and then bring it into this existence and ground it and root it down into our reality. Everything needs to be lived from the heart space because that is where living exists. That is the human experience that we are meant to have. When we have it closed off, we are not having the human experience. We merely exist. You don't experience from any other chakra but the heart chakra. So as you allow love to flow through you and be in the state of allowance and saying yes and willingness to embark on this journey and allow the joy in, and to allow yourself to indulge in the sweetness of this joy. That is what they're asking you to do. It is a voyage of the heart. And while your body may have coding and memory that will send up red flags or question things, change is beckoning. And what you're sensing in your body is a memory and is not real. Old cords of pain fade. So take action with passion. They're playing the song, Release Your Inhibition. Feel the rain on your skin. I cannot sing. So I'm not trying. That wasn't me trying. Okay, I didn't mean to do all that. Okay. So release yourself. Release and let go. That lesson that you've learned, it's now time to walk the talk. To walk that path. So travel lightly. Simplify your life. You don't need all that shit. Just say yes. Just surrender, because there is power in that. You render yourself powerless to other things and influences when you are resisting everything. There you will uncover a treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. The answers are within, and then take your first step. And that comes back to the moon goddess, when it was like, there's depths of you have yet to meet. And there are gifts and talents within you have yet to discover. All because you're afraid to move forward. You sense and feel things through your body that you cannot articulate. There's nothing external to you that necessarily matches it at times. Your mind is at rest. Your emotions are at rest. Your spirit is at rest. Your body is not. But the only way to heal that is to do. And thanks of my spirit, safe and sound. The hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. The hummingbird's medicine is its song. So, I hope this message finds whoever it's meant for. I think it was a really good one. Please leave a comment if it resonates. I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful day.